that Trump is in office. He's back in office as the 47th president. And all that stuff is great, but I think as Americans, as citizens of America, I think we need to move forward and get past the election at this point. I think if you watch some of the news stations, obviously they're still going over, they're still talking about the results. And I think for where we are as citizens, we need to start preparing. My view, my vote is always going to be pro-life, and I'm always going to stand on the side of what traditional marriage should be, and what that looks like. And so that it was an easy decision for me. It wasn't a difficult decision, mainly because of those two things. I understand that it's tough to for small businesses, and it's I understand that food prices are through the roof, but for me those two things were just basic for me, in order to for me to on how to vote. So I wasn't particularly happy. I was glad that he got in the office, to be honest, but I wasn't really overly happy or anything about it. I think that this was a messy election. There's a lot of stuff revealed and a lot of things said that just wasn't. It just seemed more like a show and kind of a clown show, this election, and it's sad that we've come to this as America. But my prayer is that we'll get in the next 4 years, we'll get back in to how America operates again, and how we should be operating. My hope is that we will, number one, that he can go in there and get the economy back to where it needs to be, where people can, kind of breathe and financially and be okay. And then I think for me, the second concern is the border, to make sure that, hey, America's secure, which means that you not only need to make sure that we're physically secure, but we need to build the relationships with those other countries, so that we can start doing proper business. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. There is a rumor going around that if you hit the like button or subscribe button, that you would instantly implode. I'm here to tell you that's not true. Do me a favor, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have not subscribed, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Let's get back to the video. I am hoping, the crazy thing is, in this country, healthcare has never been great here. We can always do better when it comes to healthcare for everyone. Not only the elderly, but people that have illnesses, and just overall healthcare for people that just want to be healthy. It shouldn't be so expensive to have healthcare here in America. I believe that, so that's just my little knowledge. I don't know, but it just seems that we should do better with healthcare. And small businesses. I had a business in 2020. I had a business for 5 years, and 2015 to 2020. And or 2022, I believe it was. But anyway, it was a service-based business. But I want to get back into just having my own business next year, and so that's another goal, is to see what the taxes look like. What are we doing for small businesses? Will there be funding? The housing market. I mean, you look at where we are today with housing, and it's a joke. It's truly a joke. I mean, renting and buying a house is really tough. Gas is another thing that is astronomical right now. It's really expensive for gas, and so there's a lot of different things that that he, I'm sure, will get into office and start taking a, start looking at, and so I'm just excited to kind of follow along for the next 4 years to see, you know, what's going on, and so my encouragement to you is and to all of us is, let's get involved. Let's from not only from a national, or not national, but not only from like the broad view, which is America, but also from our own local areas. Let's get involved and see, what our states, what they're doing, and how we can benefit from what they're doing, and so that's the goal. Is to, I know we all have a lot of stuff to do, and kids and work and all that kind of stuff, but we should spend some time, researching some stuff. What bills are being passed? What are the local government offices doing? What are they doing to support us? Because we see the campaigns and we see the promises and all these different things, and let's get in there and see, like, what are you actually doing, and to help us, because in 4 years, we need to be, very alert and ready to go and vote again. So that's just my take on the election, on kind of what I've seen, and just my opinion. Again, I don't have any ill will against Kamala, and I don't particularly I don't particularly have I don't particularly like Donald Trump. I think that we just have two candidates that we had to choose from, and for me, I wanted to be pro-life, and to stand with and stand against the plan to really distort what a marriage looked like, and what our identity should be, and so to me, those things were easy, and that stuff is not popular to do. It's not something that people want to vocalize and articulate.